Hello, everyone. My name is Laura Martinez with Giles Law, and I am a probate attorney. Last time we spoke about what the term probate actually means. This week, I kind of want to dive deeper into probate and the probate process that is involved when a spouse passes away. Often I've heard spouses say, well, we shared everything anyway, so I don't need to file for probate, right? Everything just passes to me. The answer is maybe, or as lawyers like to say, it depends. The first question I would want to ask is there a will? Did the spouse leave anything that maybe you thought was going to you to someone else? If so, then probate absolutely needs to be opened and the asset needs to be transferred to the appropriate person. It also is important to look at how the assets are titled. You may have a home, you may have bank accounts, you may have cars, significant personal property, and all of that may be titled differently. And depending on how it's titled will depend on how it's passed once that person passes away. For example, I recently had someone come in and say, my spouse passed away. I thought the home was titled to us jointly. I tried to sell it and I've had issues. Well, when I looked at the title, the spouse had actually purchased the home before they were married, and the house was titled in the spouse's name alone. So when that spouse passed away, title did not automatically transfer to the remaining spouse. She thought she was entitled to the house and that it had been transferred to her automatically. And 7 years later, when she went to sell the house, she had significant issue with the title company trying to get that house sold. She ended up losing her buyer because they didn't want to wait for the probate process to continue, and it ended up being a nightmare for her because it wasn't done properly the first time. So that's something to consider and something to think about. How are the assets titled? Is it titled jointly with right of survivorship? If so, then you may not need to file probate. Is it titled solely in one person's name? If so, you probably will need to file for probate. There's also other ways to title different accounts. Sometimes you may have a beneficiary designation on an account. That means that that account doesn't pass through probate and is automatically paid out upon an individual's death. There also may be significant personal property that you want to pass through probate to make sure you have documentation of everything. So there's a bunch of different issues that you can avoid by calling a probate attorney as soon as possible. A probate attorney will be able to help you look at all of the different assets, figure out how they're titled, and figure out whether or not the probate process is the right process to transfer all the property. If you have any questions, here at Giles Legal, we're happy to assist, and you can go to our website at www.gileslegal.com for more information. Thank you, and see you guys soon.